When things are not going the way we want in our life, we are looking for solution, emotional and material, because on some level we want to solve this problem, make situation in our life better, but on the other hand, we want to also feel emotional solace and peace, because we naturally want to feel peaceful, full of happiness, but in practice, we are heading usually towards comfort, and this is not good, because in this way, we are pursuing cheap dopamine. What is the cheapest dopamine in the world? Let's wonder. Porn. Porn is cheapest type of dopamine that we have, especially nowadays, because it's free. You can stimulate your brain for a few hours for free. Of course, you're paying your time and energy. That's another topic. But this is a huge problem because we don't realize usually that porn is making us weaker every day. We see on television, etc. Some people say that it may be healthy because in this way you learn how to have healthy sex. But let's just not deceive ourselves. This is just bogus. This is not truth. Because, okay, when we will see it for a few times, we know what to do when we need to take action in real life and do what needs to be done sexually, how to satisfy ourselves. But if you go every day and see these new faces, new brutal scenes, search videos just to stimulate our brain and later to come and to have this fast satisfaction that is going to in the long term cause us addicted and feel guilty, this is very annihilating for our brain, for our mental health, and this is making us very weak because later we are depleted from a neurotransmitter called dopamine and we don't have energy to do our chores, to do what needs to be done, to maintain discipline. We feel guilty and later we are overthinking constantly and reminding ourselves these scenes that we saw on these porn videos. Every day, if you watch this, you're making yourself weaker, and okay, you can do things that you're doing on a daily basis, but your mentality is going to be weaker and your emotional health is going down. When you quit porn for a certain period of time, you're going to see that you're addicted, because this is how it is with most things with in our life. We think that we are not addicted, that something is not bad for us, that we're not a slave to something, but when you try to quit something, here we have problem, because we see that we cannot quit it, and later we feel huge compulsions to do this thing. I had this, for example, with coffee. I was drinking it every day, and I thought, okay, everything is okay. I just like the taste of it, but I can quit it effortlessly. After one day, I knew that it was addiction for me. I could not do anything without this coffee. I was feeling lethargic. I needed to sleep 3 to 4 hours more every day in my withdrawal period from when I quit coffee and caffeine. And in porn, it also works like that. We are addicted to porn, to masturbation, to orgasming, and we don't realize that we are addicted to it. And later, what happens if we quit it? We realize we have problem. We have things in life to solve, and this way that we're quitting reality, that we are pacifying ourselves with these cheap, pleasurable emotions, that was bad, and that's not going to work in the long term. Remember that every minute you spend gratifying yourself in this cheap way, this way is devastating you, and you're making yourself less masculine, or if you're a woman, it's making you less feminine. Porn is putting into our head a lot of fake images of how sex should work, of how relationships between male and female should look. Maybe if you're homosexual or lesbian, you're also thinking in a bad way. It's making us perceive other people as sexual objects, whether we want it or not. Because in sex scenes in porn, you usually cannot see true love, endearment, how people are really loving themselves in true way, because it's fake. These are just actors and they can pretend maybe that they love themselves, but it's not the point. These videos are made to stimulate our brains and to be sexually harsh, to have this strong sex, and later to show these some scenes, and later when you look at this, you feel this lack, because everybody has this need to do this kind of things, sexual pleasure, endearment with loved ones. And when we lack this in real life, later, after watching these kind of videos, we feel pain, we feel suffering, we feel miserable, and we don't realize that the key is to maybe do it in real life and not only watch it on a computer, on your phone all the time, because in this way you're not going to really take action in real life and do this thing, do something in order to do these things that you see on screen in real life. But also, don't think that these scenes, don't treat these scenes as your purpose, because in real life it can be much more satisfying without putting these fake images in your head and without treating other person as item, because other person is another soul. We need to respect this person and not treat anyone like sexual object. And when you quit porn, you'll realize it, and you will finally stop watching it compulsively, and you will stop this addiction. Thank you for watching this video. Leave a like, comment and subscribe my channel. Bye bye.